And so there's one industry that really took a beating last year, but now has really nicely recovered. And in fact, it has recovered almost to the previous levels where it was when the whole spiral down started. And so what is that industry? That industry, as you can see, is travel. And so if you enter this Google phrase, you're going to see a lot of really nice articles here, right? These are all recent articles. Okay, here you have air travel is picking up. Where can you fly right now? You can read all that. That was updated relatively recently, so you can read all that. You can go in here. Here's Forbes. Here's the New York Times, Bloomberg. Air travel is picking up. And the other thing that you can do is you can go to tools and you can say anytime and you can say past month. And you're going to get even more interesting articles. So travel is a big industry. It's a multi-billion, if not even more, industry in the United States. You know, in the worldwide, it's even bigger, right? There's a lot of money to be made, and people do need to travel, whether it's for business, personal use, doesn't really matter. And so when I travel, one of the sites that I use all the time, and I use many sites, but this is one of the sites that I really trust, is called TripAdvisor. And so if you take a look at the site, you can book hotels, but really what the site is all about is reviews. And this is a highly reputable site. There's lots of things. You can book a Fairmont in Austin, $225 a night. You can go to Hawaii, Miami Beach, etc., etc. Really nice places. And you can read reviews, but they also have forums, right? You can go in here and you can read forums on any kind of destination. You can put United States, you have different states, California. And this is what I really like about the site, is this community aspect. The fact that I have forums, I can get an idea. Maybe I want to rent a car. Which city is better for fun, LA or Miami? These are all, recent, right? These are all recently updated. And this is a huge site. It gets lots and lots of traffic. Take a look at this one. Take a look how their traffic is going up. They had 100 million visitors in January of this year, but in June, they had 166 million visits. So that's an increase of 66% from their January number. So if you need more of a proof that, travel, the whole industry is picking up, all you have to do is take a look at their traffic graph for one of the most highly trafficked sites. And you can look at their competitors as well if you want a bigger picture. But we are talking about this site here today. And the other thing that's interesting about this site is that it's number one for travel and tourism. It's ranked 73 generally in the United States and ranked 178 worldwide. So it's a very highly trafficked site, and it's ranked number one. So maybe we don't really need to check the other sites. We can just check this one. Now, what's interesting about it has high tier traffic. We have 75% from the US, 2% from the UK, and then you have some of these other European countries. But what's most important is this high percentage from the United States, right? So they're getting most of the traffic from the United States, 81% from search, which means people are searching for something. They need information on a certain country. They need, they stumble on forums. They want to book a hotel, etc., etc. So this is a really great site. And the other thing you might have noticed about this site is these ads. Up until recently, you really needed, it was very complicated to buy ads. You have to go through an agency, and that agency would place ads, or you need to open a really big account with them, meaning a lot of money you had to spend. Maybe if you were spending, $10,000, $20,000 a month, they would allow you to place ads if you were just, a single person, if you weren't a big company, right? This is Warner Brothers here. And so, but right now, you can actually go out and you can buy advertising on this site just like you would buy Facebook ads or Google ads. In other words, self-serve advertising is available on the site. And I'm going to show you exactly how we can promote various Maxbounty offers on this site here using their self-service advertising feature. And so if you load up TripAdvisorMediaManager.com, you can maximize results on your own terms with TripAdvisor Media Manager. It's never been easier to reach 491 million travelers who use TripAdvisor globally every month. Okay, so there you go. So you can create your free account, or If you already have an account like I do, you can simply log in. And so here I'm logged in into the TripAdvisor Media Manager's dashboard. And we can create a new campaign very, very easily. But before we do that, let's go back into Maxbounty or CPA Marketing and take a look what kind of offers we can promote. So here I am on OfferVault, and I do have a Maxbounty account, but I'm using OfferVault because I'm aware that many of you might not have a Maxbounty account. So I want to use a site that a lot of you, and so that is why I want to use a site that all of you have access to. And so we have networks. We can pick Maxbounty if we so desire. You're going to go into categories and you're going to pick travel, okay? Once you do that, you have a lot of really nice travel offers, right? So you can even choose Maxbounty, and let's see what Maxbounty offers, right? You can choose that, and now you have different offers. Flights Channel, Flights Mojo, Qatar Airways Global Travel Boutique, Cheapo Air, right? This is a cool site, a search engine. And so you have 32 offers just for Maxbounty alone. We can remove this Maxbounty filter, and we're going to have a lot more offers. We have 347 offers, so more than 10 times if we are not concerned with Maxbounty by itself. So you can pick any offer that you want. Let's go back to Maxbounty and let's see what kind of offers we can pick there. So how about Flights Mojo, right? We're going to have a $16.50 payout. Let's open that offer right there and let's take a look, right? So this is Flights Mojo, a search engine, which is going to be perfect for promoting on TripAdvisor, right? Because when you are searching for some, a place, you need to get there, right? And you can use this Flights Mojo to do exactly that. So we're going to go back to TripAdvisor Media Manager and we're going to create a brand new campaign. And I'm going to show you step by step how we can do it. So I'm going to call this Flights Mojo 1 in case we're going to have multiple campaigns. We're going to do a mobile campaign. Let's do that. We're going to set targeting options. And once we set targeting options, we have lots of things that we can do. So this number is, we are being charged per impressions. This is a banner network, right? We're not being charged per click. So we are being charged for the amount of times our ad is shown per 1,000, right? So this 12 USD per 1,000 impressions, that would be called 12 CPM, cost per milli, cost per 1,000 impressions. So we can do behavioral targeting, right? We can choose that. We can do all destinations. We can do country destinations. We can do destination retargeting. So do not worry about retargeting, right? Because we're not there yet. That's a more of an advanced topic. We can do city destinations, right? Allows options to topic one or more specific cities and towns. We don't really need to do that, right? We can target all or we can target country. So I'm just going to say all destinations. We're going to hit confirm. And now we're going to scroll down. We're going to set our budget. So for $12, we're going to get 1,000 impressions, right? So if I put 12, we get 1,000. For 24, we're going to get 2,000. So let's say our budget is $100. We're going to get a little bit more than 8,333 impressions. We have our start date. Let's say we only want, 1 week. So something like that. There we go. We want 1 week. We want to get those, we want to spend the whole budget in 1 week. We have a time zone here. And now we have our visitor locations. Do we really care? We don't really care. I mean, we can probably target, let's say, United States if we want. That is an option, United States, because they have the best traffic. But, that's fine, right? The next thing is the creatives, right? So we can upload, we can build a creative right here. There's a kind of a little thing. And if you click on creative best practices, you're going to get really, really good advice. And this is one of the best advice that I've seen, right? And this is regardless if you buy ads here or not. This is a really, really great place. Making better branded banners, messaging, branding, imagery, right? You can hit next. And they tell you best practices in action. Do, don't, right? You can hit next. Color palette, right? You can use these colors. Next, photography, right? Don't, do, right? Two-stage, too inclusive, not inclusive, unattainable for broad audience. I know a lot of you might be, thinking about something like this. Two-stage, and it does look staged. That looks really good. That looks a lot better. This looks two-stage, and it just doesn't look realistic. And I've seen ads there, and I would never click on an ad like that. It's just like stock photos. it doesn't look good, but this looks cool. How about something like this, or something like this, or something like that? That looks actually realistic. So now that you understand what kind of ad you're going to be able to create or not, you can actually go ahead and create an ad. So if you get out, you can even upload. So if you escape from this, you can upload a creative, right? So you can select a size, let's say 300 by 250. You can upload it here. And for creating ads, I recommend a tool called Canva. So you can simply go to canva.com. We're going to log in into my account real quick, and we're going to create an ad. So we're just going to go into create a design. We are going to do custom size, and we are going to do, what is it, 300. What do they want? They wanted upload a creative 300 by 250. So that looks like a nice size. There we go. We're going to choose this, and we're going to create a very, very quick ad. So we can go for travel, something like this, and there you go, right? You can do something like this. You can use one of these things. So how about this one right here? You can just drag and drop it. This does not look staged. This looks real. And the only thing you need is you need a little bit of text, right? And you also need a button. You need to have a button. So we're going to go to elements, and we are going to see if we can find a button. And there you go. You have a little kind of a button that you can use, right? You're going to make it smaller, and you can have something like this, right? I don't know. Something here, and then you can say learn more, right? You're going to go to text. You're going to go add a little bit of body text. You're going to say learn more. There we go. And something like this. Maybe bold it by clicking here, and now you have a button. So I don't know if I like the color. Let's see if we can change the colors here. Just you can maybe have a tint, something like this. You can play with these settings here. I'm definitely not a designer if you haven't noticed that yet, but you can play with it. You can change it. You can do a lot of very, very interesting things. The other thing that you can do is you can go to elements, and you can design your own thing. So I'm going to close this out, and I can design my own thing, right? So I can use this. This actually might be a better idea. So if we delete this, I can do something here, right? And here is a button. Now that looks better, in my opinion, right? So now you have a button. You can change the colors here. You have a whole color thing, but I really like this color, right? Because this is kind of darker. This is lighter. Let's resize it so it's all nicely centered. Perfect. And there you have a button. You can put some text here. You can edit it. And then when you're done, all you have to do is click download. We're going to download it here. We're going to do a JPEG. We're going to hit download. It's going to create our design. It's going to compile all the changes we have. And now we can go back to TripAdvisor, Media Manager, and we can say 300 by 250. And we can just upload it, drag the files there. There we go. It's perfect. We're going to hit save. And now we have a banner ad, right? And the destination URL could be our Maxbounty link. So I'm just going to put google.com, whatever. We can hit save. And now we have a creative. We have one creative here. And when you're done with all this, you just got to hit check availability to see if there's enough of a availability on sites. Great news. 8,000 plus impressions you selected are available. You can increase the reach of your campaign. There are 14 million impressions available. And once you're done, the only thing you have to do is add to cart or hit save, whichever option you're going to have. And then you can simply go to cart and you can do a checkout. Following that, it's going to go through the approval process. If everything is fine, it's going to go live and you are going to have your ad shown up all over the TripAdvisor properties. All right. So you can promote lots of offers. And the best part is if you go to Maxbounty, there's some really good offers, right? Qatar Airways, you have Flights Channel, you have, lots of really cool Omeo Travel. I use apps like this, Agoda. These are all very, very popular apps. Kiwi.com. These are all sites that people use. It's kind of like Skyscanner if you're familiar, budget hotels. these are all real sites that people use day in and day out, right? So it's not like some scammy site that nobody has heard about before. So you have really good offers here. And if you go beyond Maxbounty, you're gonna have access to lots of other offers that are gonna be even better in certain situations. So depending on what kind of network you're working with, that's gonna determine what kind of offers you're gonna be able to promote. All right, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed that video. Give it a shot. Check it out. See if it works for you. Play with the settings. Create a couple of campaigns and go from there. All right. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like it, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you real soon.